Speak with Morgana. To go where she wishes. The living flesh poses a hindrance. But I must go. For our aura. Emma, please give me a little more courage.
So hello everyone, this is Aether Nightmare and welcome back to .hack Mutation, the second disc following .hack Infection, meaning we can basically leave off where we left. But first off, let's go down here to Convert, and we should be able to transfer over our previous data. So let's choose dataset number 1, load this data. Yes, data loaded, and we can begin.
The day that he first played the world. His friend Orca fell into a deep coma as a result of Skaith's data drain.
Getting a bit of a recap in case you didn't play the first game, since you don't have to, but it makes more sense if you do.
The world isn't just an online game. Something with another purpose is lurking within it.
The Book of Twilight, handed to him by the girl Aura, transformed into a bracelet, giving him 2 extraordinary powers. Data drain, the power to alter monster data. And gate hacking, which allows him to gain entrance into protected areas. And it was these very same powers that put Orca into a coma.
I want to help Orca.
With the help of the bracelet, he and his party succeeded in destroying Skaith. However,
We created something so much worse.
We had come so far, but we knew so little. And now, the true battle was about to begin.
Alright, we have new mail! It is so weird to see the background still orange though. Let us... Can I go into accessory? Yeah, I still have my other ones. Let's... Yeah, there we go. Let's change the background. New game, new you. So there we go. We're officially inside of Mutation. And this just helps me distinguish where I'm at in the game by having a different background. So let's read news. The SoulNet Dominees Network. Recent sales figures show SoulNet now controls 58.7% of the domestic network under user market. Analysts theorize this stems from the low fees SoulNet charges compared to its rivals and the ongoing network communication monopoly. Critics allege these fees will rise dramatically once SoulNet's share reaches 60%. As they often do. It's almost like having monopolies are bad things. But yeah, we're springing directly into Mutation now. I'm gonna count the games as like one whole experience, I've decided. Game coma impossible, says Professor. Daisuke Makunouchi, a professor at Tokyo Technical University who specializes in brain function, stated recently he believes there is no possibility that playing games could induce a comatose state in its players. The famous scientist scoffed at the notion, calling such claims incredible exaggerations. Some have suggested these incidents are related to the worst computer virus in history, the Deadly Flash, which affected millions and resulted in 7 deaths back in 2003. Following the prominent scientist's statements, some have expressed relief over the issues and said they plan to return to the world. At Makino Hospital in Kanazawa City, a patient who fell comatose is still hospitalized in stable condition. According to the hospital chief, they are no closer to determining the cause, though some speculate his condition could be genetic. Except it isn't, and we know that. And he's right, the flashing from seizures wouldn't be able to put you in a coma, but as you can see, that's something else is going on here. International Geographic discontinued. National Geographic, International Geographic. Thankfully, this hasn't happened, but the world-famous magazine, which began publication in 1911, at least I don't think it has. Has it? Announced it will cease operations following next month's issue. Industry folk and writers immediately expressed sadness and disappointment over the news. The magazine, which during its best years sold 1 million copies a month, will publish its latest volume just short of its 100th anniversary. Readership had steadily declined during the past decade, and sales recently dropped to as low as 20,000 to 30,000 per month. I hate that we live in a world where that is considered low sales. Not enough to continue. Play Road, the famous gentleman's magazine established over 50 years ago. Yes, Play Road. Bunny Girl magazine. Also recently closed its doors. As subscribers increasingly turn online for their information, the print industry has struggled to maintain sales and advertising revenues, and it's believed the International Geographic announcement is only the beginning of an industry-wide downturn for print media. I want you guys to remember, this game came out in the early 2000s. I know we're reading this as like a, yeah, I know I currently live in this reality. This hadn't happened yet. Hi from the future! Worth it 2, I've only gone through Mutation once in playing the .hack series. I do own the light novels, which is where I'm getting the vast majority of my information. And I have not gone through Outbreak and Quarantine, so those will be somewhat blind. Obviously, I have the book to go off of, but things are only going to get more interesting as I go along. I've played Infection multiple times, but it was so hard to get my hands on these games back in the day, and it's even harder today, but here we are. Anyway, CC Corporation version update. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.90. With this update, the following feature has been added. Flag Race. You can now enjoy Flag Race within the town with the grunties you have raised. Okay. For more details, please see this version update listed on the board, so I'm assuming it's a Goblin Tag 2.0. Black Rose. I thought once we got the thing with the red wand, everything would be solved. It was baseless, but I thought everything would be back to normal. What did we do? Was what we did right? Guess we'll have to find out. Certainly didn't seem like it, because things are only getting worse. I'm not wrong, right? There's no point being negative about it. Let's just believe in ourselves. I don't know either. I think it's all falling apart. Let's try to be hopeful. And Mistral. Cool! I didn't know they had monsters like that. Let's play again! I guess the mail you get is based off of the party members that you finished with. I bet you wouldn't get these 2 responses if you didn't convert your data over. Choose reply mail. Yeah, later. I'll email you when I need your help. I don't have time to play it. I'll say email you later. Reply sent. There we go. We can now begin again. Okay, bored. Virus? Question mark? Kinda worried. There have been some weird problems ever since the last server problem. I wonder what's up. Some people say it's a virus. It's not quite how you can even contract a virus, though. My computer froze and I logged back. Well, maybe if it's a kernel issue, I just have to take it back. I'm like, oh wait, kernel access. My computer froze and I logged back in, but it looked totally weird. It wasn't normal. There was noise on the screen and there was a really loud sound. Did this happen to everyone or just me? Wasn't it like a scream? I heard it too. I thought my computer just went bust. Kind of glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, when we killed Skaith and Kubia appeared, it caused everyone's PC to malfunction. It logged everyone out of the game and they all heard the scream. Isn't that, like, really bad? There's just been a lot of problems lately, especially what happened the other day and this time around. They should have some kind of response. So other people's PCs had that noise too? I wonder if it has to do with the soundboard on the system. Mine came with it. Most PCs these days do. That's beside the point. My PC had that sound too, and the noise as well. I thought it broke. Although, to be fair, older PCs did have different types of soundboards in them. Not as much by this point in the 2000s, but more 90s PCs. That's why MIDI music. I really highly recommend, if you have a game you like that has MIDI music in it, think old Dragon Quest, listen to the Japanese versions if you can, because the sound chip that is within the PC itself is what determines what sounds the MIDI makes. So with an American chip, it sounds really, really different than the Japanese chips. The Japanese chips had a much higher quality for sound, and therefore they had a completely different response to the MIDI music, which means the MIDI music sounds really cool in Japanese and kind of video gamey in the West. So it's something you have to experience to understand. Yeah, I would assume my PC broke too if it made that sound. I've had a few blue screens of death on the old PCs that made like a really bad I doubt a virus is the cause. I wonder what's happening now. E.g. I better not have been reformatted. Better not have... What? I better not have to reformat my HD or there will be bloodshed. And if I have to set up this graphics card again... Virus, I wonder what they'll do. Ain't this whole OS supposed to be virus-free, even though that's impossible? That's not how it works. Ultimate. New version again. Regarding Twilight of the New Gods. They recall the 3 years between Pluto's Kiss and the time they moved everything to Ultimate when the regular network was restricted. I guess they want some cool name for the net culture that bloomed in the end of the last century. Europeans and liberal artish ways of explaining things. Pluto's Kiss was bad. It was like a countdown to the end of the world. Y2K. I mean, the Pentagon's host computer was hit. Missiles were about to go off, right? Jeez, and wasn't it some 10-year-old kid who did it? It was. The kid who created the virus that almost ended the world was literally 10. Network safety law. I'm all for reform of the network safety law. You can't just kill someone because they created a computer virus. I'm against reform. You can't say it's just a computer virus. People did die from it, you know. We know the dangers of cyber terrorism from Pluto's Kiss and Deadly Flash. I'm against cheap reform. Who cares? I don't think it matters if they reform it or not. Ultimate is a perfect OS, right? You don't have to worry about cyber terrorism or a computer virus. Anyway, sorry. It's always fun to go through the board and you get some hints to the lore and story too. Like I said, since this is a multimedia franchise, it's impossible for me to give all of the lore within the scope of just the games, but we're doing our best. International Geographic discontinued. Is it the Times? A 100-year-old liberal arts magazine, but I don't know about it at all. But I guess it's the Times. You can get comics online as well. Yeah, it's always weird to think about the stuff that, like, defined your own childhood. People look at it now and are like, I've never heard of this thing. I say while playing a game most of my subscribers have probably never heard of. My dad was solemnly listening to the news. Apparently he was a liberal arts major and wanted to become an author. That was a side of my dad I've never seen before. Keyword creation. That's just the old stuff. How to. Book and version 2.75. Several new features will be added in 2.75. We'll now explain each feature in detail. Elemental tolerance, physical tolerance. We've been through all this. Canceling tolerance. All of the tolerance explained above can be cancelled by decreasing the status parameter with magic skills and items. For example, canceling Earth Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's Earth Element status by using Dongons or Stonebane. Oh, I bet there's now stuff that you can use to counter tolerances. That's what they're saying. Probably because people played the first game and are like, oh my god, you really have to balance these elements. By Decorum or Waterbane. Okay, so there's going to be a way to cancel tolerances now. Elemental hit. Yeah, these I already know. Let's just get them out of the way. A new feature has been added in the 2.9 upgrade. It is the flag race. Will be held in each of the towns, where the contestants will ride the grunty that they have raised to grab the flags in the town. To participate, raise all 3 types of grunties that are available in each town. When you have finished, you will receive an email regarding the flag race. Please proceed according to that email. Excuse me. Do I have to raise more grunties? They have hiccups. Starting with cat blades, after the trading several times, I got a legendary Medigo wand. I never thought I would get something this good. Just make sure that you don't improperly save when logging out of the fragment version because, like I said, the anti-cheat is awful and it will delete everything in your inventory and everything equipped. Well, I want to trade well and get a good item too. If you have good tips, please tell me. And yes, that also means if your internet or power goes out while playing Fragment, kiss your inventory goodbye. And people wonder why MMOs caused problems back in the day. It's not really a bad tip. For example, to a twin blade, the wand for a wave master is not a very important item, right? But even though it's not important to you, it might be to the other party. So you just have to keep an eye on what the other guy wants and offer that item, basically trade. And you can only trade 3 types of items, up to 99 each. Good luck in trading. Spring of Mist, level went down. Yep, if you do Spring of Mist wrong, it can decrease the power of your weapon. In weapons, if it's sunny, it gets better. If it's raining, it gets weaker, and it's backwards for armor. Everybody hates Monsieur. Anyone collecting golden axes, the weapon that isn't strong? I don't know why people would, but people do collect it. Someone named him wanted to trade for it the other day, and apparently there's a couple more like him too. Are most people who collect the gold and silver axes just high level? I was asking Michino for a trade, but I didn't have it. But if I did, it seems like he would have traded some pretty good items. I think I missed out on a good opportunity there. Yep, hang on to gold and silver axes, just put them into the ferry for inventory storage, and some people will trade good stuff for it, so don't just sell it. You only have to throw in unwanted weapons and armor to get gold and silver axe. I envy those high-level players. They get tons of stuff they don't need. What is a grunty? Can't find food. I tried to give what little grunty wanted, but I can't find the damn food. When I talk to it, it tells me that the food it wants and where it is, but I don't really understand them. I know root vegetables are in the wasteland. Where do people get food? Mandragoras and grassland and windmills. The ones I know, put them into Part C, and it's usually pineapples, mushroom, mandragora. So that's just some hints on where you can get food. Some more hints on where you can possibly get food. Grunty the kid usually says, I want to eat bearcat egg, but where is it? Are eggs usually in dungeon? Bearcat eggs are in ice dungeons. They've got it. Eggs are only found in dungeons. The eggs are located in dungeons. Immature eggs, stonewall dungeons. Bearcat eggs, castle wall dungeons. Invisible eggs, cave wall dungeons. Bloody eggs, flesh wall dungeons. Look for the words yourself. So there you go. A little bit more of a hint. Don't quite understand. Keyword, creation, parameters, blah blah blah. Don't worry about the area's parameters at the beginning. Yep. If If you combine words randomly, you might get a really strong enemy and die instantly. Because I've totally never had that happen before. Low difficulty, this is why you always pay attention to where you need to go. Bursting in part A, like Corm said, but the enemies were too strong and it's game over for me, why? Sets the level. Yep, jewels. I still don't fully understand jewels all that well. I just sort of pick the levels that I know I can go for and just cross my fingers and hope for the best. These are just some easy ideas. Area element. It doesn't really change as much the monsters, more than it does the drops that you get. So you'll probably get most of the same monsters and area elements. I especially did an infection, but it changed the drops that I got. Alright, time to log in. I've bored you enough. But we need lore! And to get out of the Theta server.
Okay, let's go!
2? Girl, I just logged in. Were you waiting here to ambush me?
We are going to the Dungeon of Theta, chosen hopeless nothingness, to find out what happened. It feels icky leaving it hanging like this.
Yeah, we need to go back and see what happened to it. That's where we just were. That's where we killed Skaith. Okay, let's see. Oops.
Yeah? What's up?
Okay, let's go to party, add.
Okay.
As it ended, so it begins again. And as you can see, I'm still level 35, where I left off. No flash mail response, oh no. Oh no! Oh geez. My options, they be dwindling. I'll have to be healer again, but... Yep. Maybe nobody is logged in. Maybe because of the mass log out. We're some of the first people back. I think we're some of the first people back! Oh no! Also, it was impossible to call Mia at the end. You could call pretty much anyone else except Mia. Okay, it's just us. Just us two. Ouch. Some people are here. Chosen hopeless nothingness. Again! And you can see we have the same weapons equipped too.
The bracelet, it's not shining.
Well, I killed what was originally here, dear. Let's take the fast route since it's just two of us. It's still corrupted. And I'll have to raise another grunty too. Eventually. For the grunty races.
It doesn't seem to have changed.
But the thing that changed was down at the bottom. Ooh, no monsters here. Don't know if it's worth opening anything. I probably need to do item management, something fierce, but... Interesting that there's no enemies. I'll have to do item management again. Chests and stuff are all in the same place. they reset.
There are no enemies.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's probably for the best, considering our level, though. I'm still gonna visit the rooms, see if that changes anything. Maybe not. She only seems to have things to say on the way down, so maybe not. It's not like Pyros where we're actually looking for an item. If we're looking for an item, then I'll explore all of them, but...
I wonder if that big thing is still here.
But we killed it!
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, she means Kubia, maybe? I don't know if she saw
I'm the
Kubia.
one that's asking. Don't ask me, really. But if it was here, could we win?
No.
That's impossible.
I've got a Sprite Ocarina if you want to go back up.
Amateur egg.
This one, I think... It didn't matter the path. No, it did. I feel like this one was the other way. Maybe I just don't remember this room.
Amateur egg.
I will grab the immature eggs, though. Or any other eggs. I definitely need those for my grunties. Yeah, this room was different.
Hey,
What?
aren't you afraid?
Who, me? I'm not afraid. No way. Well, all right, I am. I'm scared enough for the both of us. My controller is soaked with sweat. So what about you, huh?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm terrified. But I can't let that stop me now.
You're right. Amateur egg.
Maybe it was this floor. I don't know. There was one... I remember the layout of it. I'll remember it more once I actually see it. Yeah, it was this one, where you could choose either path. Okay, so it didn't change. I remember I took the top one last time. Not that it matters anymore if it's empty. Hands of Fire. I feel like that might actually be good. That might be something I'm looking for. Finally get to see what this is. Oh, 14 rare weapon for Twin Blade. Devil's Axe, Peasant's Cap. Some of these I think I can toss. I can get rid of Lincoln Green. And I know I can get rid of Hands of Wood. Oops. Everybody has it. Hands of Fire 23. It's worse. Damn it. Oh well. I'll start sorting once we get back. because this is a level 28 dungeon, so ironically what we get won't be as good.
Huh?
What? Hey, what did I tell you? That is rude! Really, really rude!
Quit jump
Sorry.
scaring me!
But that graphic on the wall,
Where?
it's my imagination. But it's just that for a moment it seemed to transform.
Oh, don't ever scare me that way again! It's not funny! Don't you dare smiley at me!
Excuse me, but didn't something like this happen once before?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I confess. I'm just a newbie that's trying to act big and tough, that's all. Go on, laugh at me if you want.
I want to ask you something.
Now what? You're pissing me off.
The reason I'm here is because I want to help Orca.
Hi, Ballman.
Why are
Coming in the background.
Because...
Every time! Like clockwork.
What?
I come here to discover the cause, and I find you again. Explain!
You too,
Explain
buddy.
my ass! You don't know anything!
I already told him the other day.
Huh? You did? Now that you know, what's the problem? Don't you understand what we're doing?
I do understand, but you need to face facts. With you two involved, things get worse. That's how I see it. Am I wrong?
Make accusation.
him.
Don't explain. Walk away.
Maybe he's just got his own reason, one that's different from ours.
Every time Black Rose tries to open us to us, Balmung interferes and it causes a misunderstanding.
Let's go ahead.
You know, it would have been nice to bring him along with us. He's level 99 and has some of the best gear in the game, literally.
It's a dead end. I guess we can't go back there again.
And it's completely sealed off with something that we could probably very easily blow through, but whatever. Game's rules. Ah, great. System admin.
You are the player that won the power-up campaign, right? We had found out that the item we gave you has a defect that won't let you install it.
Noticed. Except the item's not the defect. I'm the defect.
We will exchange the item with the Book of Absolute.
Power-up campaign? What's that?
Oh, just the system admins trying to assassinate me. No worries there. Yeah, most of the time those are NPCs, but the admins are occasionally taking over to play as them, puppeteering them. Try again. Book of Absolute. Gift from the Power-Up campaign. Traded with Book of Law. Character data override is forbidden. Still can't. You tried, though. You tried. We have new mail, because that's where we have to get new missions, but I need to put some of this stuff away. It's cluttering my inventory. Okay. Let's mostly deposit scrolls for now. You don't need them until you really, really need them. And And suddenly, more inventory space. Although, I believe he has limited space too. As you can see, 39 out of 99. Eventually, we're gonna have to get rid of some of the stuff that's in here too. Some of these I can probably sell. I was using them for trades. But let's log out. Yeah, this way too. Once board actually says something new, it'll be easier for me to tell. You have mail. Okay, anonymous and from Aura. She's still sending me mail. As I said, she got broken apart, but she's not gone. Skaith has divided me into segments to limit me. I must... Something to be born. Find the stored fragment, please. You are the only one I can count on. I may have the information to cure those in a coma. If you are interested, then come to Theta, Soaring Sky Boundless... Words. Soaring Sky Bounded Abyss. I'll be waiting.
Who is this? I guess I'll go.
I guess, but like... It's also concerning. I'm also gonna save, just in case. There's no save data for mutation. Each volume requires its own save data. Create new one? Yes. Oh, PS2 Aerotech. There we go. Because different games technically have different signature ID numbers that they have to run through both the memory saving surface and themselves. So let's party up. Because I just had her, I wonder if she'll show up. Nope. Purius has the best gear at the moment. He ruins the atmosphere, but he has the best gear. But maybe I'll check Sandro. Never mind. Gardenia? Am I stuck by myself? Oh, good lord. It's gonna be one of them days. What do you mean there's no flash mail from the player? Mia! That's the weirdest one to get from Mia given the circumstances TM. I'm sure you figured out by now, but... Anyway, okay, it's fine. It's level 13. I can go by myself. Oh, just right into the void, huh? You're just gonna try and trap me this way, huh?
Hey! Hey, you! I got a suspicious email instructing me to come here. You get one too?
Sure did.
There's a clue to curing those who went into comas. That?
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Can't warp out.
That's weird. Look, I can't gate out. Ah! What was that sound?
We've pissed off the admins.
Welcome. I am Leos, the system administrator of the world. You have ignored our warnings and have gone too far.
And yet there's not anything you can do about it.
If two of you hadn't interfered, then the situation would not have deteriorated.
You not only did nothing about the coma victims, but you also tried to cover up that fact. What about your actions?
Viruses that were spread by hackers caused a series of problems. If you want to blame someone, blame them.
Are you saying that if I blame someone, those who are in comas will awake and return to normal? Then, okay, sure. I'll accuse them all you want. Kazu's still in the hospital. Bring him back! Bring him back to normal! Bring him back!
We are currently investigating the relationship between the world and those who fell comatose. We are not twiddling our thumbs, I assure you. We're working on countermeasures. But aside from that, to take immediate action to prevent the situation from worsening, it requires that you delete your character.
Delete it? Why?
You should know that your character violates the software usage agreement. Installation of an illegal effect. You do know what I'm referring to. I will delete you now.
Wait a moment.
Helba!
Leos. Do you want to be one of the lost ones as well?
What?
I wonder what would happen if the boy performed data drain. Right here and now.
No way, I wouldn't do that.
I know. Since you aren't stupid. The stupid one is this pig-headed man. You don't even understand how it works, yet you'll delete it before finding that out? Or do you even possess the ability to delete it in the first place? The boy's character data is so well protected, the system administrator can't even crack it. In spite of the fact that you developed a vaccine and disguised it as a rare item. Deleting those you cannot control is something that a pighead would do.
Can I say something? I really don't care what happens to this character data.
Hold on! Wait, what do you mean that you don't?
It's true. Like I've said before. I simply want to help my friend. And that's all I want to do. Helba, System Administrator, I need your advice. What should I do?
I'm sorry, little boy, but I don't have the answer to your question. And I'm positive that Pighead there doesn't either. Although, if the design of this world was based upon writings in the epitaph of Twilight, it should provide you a clue.
Forget it.
Leos,
Yeah, what?
the code name given to a system administrator. Were you remotely aware that it's the name of the King of Light that appears in the epitaph?
It is?
Silencing is not the only means of control. Why don't you observe them for a little while longer?
I won't take orders from you.
Orders? No, I'm only offering it as a suggestion. The net is spread throughout the world. If the problems escalate, can you accept responsibility? It's your decision.
The decision is put on hold. Later I'll tell you the outcome.
Later, eh? Till then.
Epitaph of Twilight.
The book
We
this
haven't
game is
got
based off of.
Enough to go on so far. About the thing earlier. No, forget it. Well, so long for today.
Yeah, she kind of name dropped someone important. Someone in her life that is also in a coma. But yeah, they're basically losing their shit not being able to delete me. New mail! Let's go! Basically what Black Rose was saying too is pointing fingers won't solve this issue. New news! New Bigfoot sighting. A biologist who recently flew to Oregon has announced his discovery of footprints belonging to the legendary creature. Scientists have launched an investigation to determine the validity of his claims, but locals remain skeptical of his findings. Okay, now he's finally emailing me directly. We will approve of your actions under one condition. You will follow my orders from now on. Server 1, Delta. Server 2, Theta. Server 3, Lambda. Server 4, Sigma. Server 5, Omega. The world is composed of 5 servers. Each server has a root town, and the areas that can be warped to is different. These can be distinguished by the first letter of the keyword. For example, to go to the area bursting past over Aqua Field, you must use the Chaos Gate in the root town of the Delta server. Even if you know the words other than Delta, if you cannot go to that server, you cannot warp to that area, even if the keyword is registered. Server restrictions on all users have been lifted. You may now go to the Lambda server. Select other servers at the Chaos Gate and go to Delta, Theta, and Lambda servers. Go to Lambda and obtain information from players in Root Town. I will be investigating as a shop NPC. When you have gathered the information, talk to me. That is all. We can now go to a new area, because I was just about to say, Theta is getting outdated very, very fast. We had swimming in PE, and I was amazed at how many people couldn't swim. Can you swim? There are schools without swimming classes. I'll send this. Yeah, I couldn't swim for the longest time either, despite having access to water, and that's just because your ability to swim is also based off of your body composition, so basically I was too skinny as a kid to float. Mistral, do you like chocolate? I love it! Supposed to be like the old-fashioned, licking emoji. I can eat an entire bar just by myself, so I think I'm getting fat these days. I don't like chocolate. I love chocolate. Crispy chocolates. I like most chocolates. Pretty sure all chocolates. Has there been a chocolate I've ever disliked? I like watching movies. What kind? Movies is a medium, not a genre. Alright, go to other servers. Lambda server. New hometown, here we come. Carmina Gadelica. Alright, new spot. A lot more city-based than before. Okay, this is the Grunty area. Little Grunty 1. And I think eventually we might be able to raise more than one down here. Though I'll save that for later. Is there anything else for me to do? I kind of want to explore just a little bit. See what they have on offer.
What the? Are you?
Speaking through the NPC, yes.
Yes, it is Leos. I will give you the instructions now. For now, investigate the rate of infection in Lambda server. Surveys of protected areas are top priority.
Protected areas?
Areas that are officially undergoing maintenance. We have not yet found out what they are. However, we already know that your illegal powers can break that protection. And that you need this for gate hacking.
Virus Core P added to key items.
This is nothing to be surprised about. This is the result of a successful abstraction of the virus incubating in the monster's data. The data codes to the protected area were on the board.
And it's back to just being a shopkeeper. Yeah, now I can just buy these. I went through so much trouble to be able to get these. Oh, and we can get the spiral edge. I wonder if it's possible to give the other characters different stuff now. It's all just stuff you can buy, which means it's stuff that is probably very easy to get otherwise without purchasing it from the worlds themselves. It's worth noting too, they say server maintenance, but the way this game is structured, oftentimes it's more like No Man's Sky in that it's procedurally supposed to be generated automatically. They can change individual aspects for an area for an event, but most times you put in the keywords that you want, 3 words, into a server, and it generates based off of that. But what ends up being generated in the game, fictionally of course, is based off of an AI reading. And so it does basically a No Man's Sky. This is supposed to be what No Man's Sky was envisioned as years and years ago. Okay, we can get Artisan Soul now, which is better. I still can't buy the better potions, though. Alright, log out. Regarding a girl, event character, I saw a transparent girl too at Lambda, Dolores, Evil-Eyed Widow. I came up to talk to her and then she shook her head and disappeared. Black Knight, you lie. That area is protected. I couldn't go. I couldn't go either. It's like the theory that the protected area is open if you fulfill a requirement, like a hidden event. Maybe I should put a new thread about it. And every time you try to cover it up, people start getting their own theories. Streisand effect is a real thing. Someone wrote on another site that there's a book that Fragment is based off of. Does anyone know? I wonder if it's easier to go through the game if you know the book. Yeah. If anything, Kite and Black Rose would have an easier time if they logged out and went to the library. I think that's the epitaph of Twilight. I think it was more of an epic poem rather than a novel. How much of the game is based on it? Oh my god, you have no clue. All of it. Like, even the corrupted parts. Haven't seen Red in a while either. Wonder if he's busy. The world is still very deep to me. Let's play tag. Tank 2. Revenge, Gob. Hello, everybody. No Gob, no C. Got to beat it last time easily, but not this time, Gob. I've got an R, Gob. R is for racing, Gob. I can already tell the outcome, but I'll meet the challenge, Gob. Oh, forget important thing again. Gob, Stephanie R is at Lambda. Detestable, vengeful, sunny demon, Gob. Come alone, Gob. We're doing this again, huh? Nuke Usagimaru show. Handshakes with you. The Nuke Usagimaru show will be held at the dungeon at Lambda, Lightless Distant Dead Lands. Call your friends and come by, but no jeering from the crowd. Thank you. If you want to watch, come alone without a party. Why no parties? Trading convention for those who want to join. Hey, we'll have a trading convention on the B1 floor at Lambda Collapsed Pagan Remnants. People who can't find the items they're looking for or have problems trading, now's your chance. Instead of looking for it alone, let's just trade. Now we have a whole bunch of stuff we can do. Let's see. Helba, virus cores 2. It seems a new path has been opened. I will send you the information on the virus cores again. Delta and Theta servers. Small size monsters ABC. Yep. Lambda, battle over 30 and below. Small size monsters ABC. Battle above 30, we now get access to D, E, and F. So we're gonna have to fight some D, E, and F monsters. Quiet Oblivious Cabbage. Okay, Gardenia. Should I do that one? Since I haven't actually done any gameplay yet. I don't want to just log out yet because there's events everywhere. Hi, Elk.
time no see.
And Mia's having problems, but you can tell I have the better weapon equipped on Elk already.
Huh?
But since I haven't been able to play as Mia, she still has her basic equipment.
Ever since that noise incident, Mia's input system is acting up.
You are at will get fixed. Event you ally 8 knee way. Where are you going?
I'm sure it will get fixed eventually. Anyway, where are you going?
Huh? Oh, to a protected area. The one that was on the board? Lambda Dolorous Evil-Eyed Widow? I'm going to head there too.
Well, Zen.
Mia, I'll say it. Invite us when you're gonna go to Lambda Dolorous Evil-Eyed Widow. We might find aromatic grass. Mia's intuition is usually right. Mia taught you how to hack the gates, so she has a right to go, right?
Sure, although my Grunty is also selling some.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's probably not... Let me look at my word list. What is this? 35, Quite Oblivious Cabbage. I might be able to go to these first. Kind of want to do some of these before I do main quest. Especially since Gardenia is kind of demanding as a party member.
It's you. I'm on my way.
I know I can add Elk, but can I add Mistral?
Alrighty.
Yay! But as you can see, I got her on better gear too. So the Million Spear, I think, is the best spear you could get in the last game. Lightning Cap, Holy Tree. She needs better gloves. Maybe better boots.
What?
Do I have some? Yes and no. It'd be better than what she has, but it's also not good. Kind of afraid of going into a level 35 area without prep, so maybe I'll just buy one thing. Can I get Gloves of Dark? I can even equip them onto myself.
A marvelous item. I accept your sincerity along with this gift.
Yeah, their dialogue changes depending on how much of an increase it was from their last piece of equipment. So I will save. Then I might run Gardenia's request. Because we've already done a bunch of MSQ. Right at the beginning here, so... Mia and Elk, you have made me wait for a long time. It's your turn. Fire. Fire! Fire in the hole! As usual, let's just head for the dungeon. $35 means new enemies too. Last time I could only get to level 30 areas. Max.
Kind of feels like there's something here.
There is.
Oh.
Okay, these are new. I don't recognize these. hello. Since you're new anyway. Bracelet is shining. Enhanced by Book of 1000, you may now use Drain Arc. Use it by selecting from the data drain in the skill menu. And Virus Core E. Okay, I've fought against specters before. Or at least some equivalent. Come back! Drain Arc. Data drain multiple enemies. Okay. Let's use a fairy orb. See what I'm getting myself into. Oh yeah, if you get like 99 antidotes or whatever, just give some to a party member. Because otherwise it'll make you go through like 3 menus every time. Are you sure you want to throw away the thing? Yes. Oops. Actually, I can use Thunder Coil. Because he is weak against it. Oh! Lovely. It begins. Mistral, please. Okay, nobody has any strengthening skills. Or do they? Things are going sideways fast. Best gear in the last game ain't holding up. He still killed me. We need to just kill these. Reviving me over and over isn't doing anyone any favors. Hands of Storm. Guessing that's me? No? That's for Heavy. It's for Black Rose. But anyways, oof. Yeah, Gardenia might not have as much defense, but she can heal. I'm just trying to get more health potions, man. Yeah, because I also have Karma. I can use it on Mistral. Better magic.
Invisible egg.
So invisible, I can't find him. Okay, this isn't as bad. We're back to missing every shot again, though, I see. Mistral does quite a bit of damage at this point. She's a glass cannon, but cannon nonetheless. Electric guard. It's feet, but it's also heavy.
Do you like flowers, Gardenia?
Why do you say that?
You're named after one?
You picked the fields with flower names, and you talked about flowers the last time we met.
Must I explain?
Only if you'd like.
Well, then don't bother asking.
Rude. But I need as many party members as I can grab, so...
Repulse cage!
New wagon! Green worm.
Repulse cage!
Should be weak against Earth. Here's hoping we get a better rep soon. First time drain. Fire score F. The other ones are free of monsters, so I'll grab whatever's in there. So it might just be useless spells, or
Invisible egg.
it might be better equipment.
Invisible egg.
Can I grab you? These don't respawn, I don't think. The pots do. So if you're farming for like burning oils and stuff, you can just come in and out of a room that has a whole bunch of breakables in it. Any of the element boosters respawn. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could just go back and forth between these two rooms and all these pots would respawn. So good spot for getting 99 burning oils. If you want to trade some of those with the one guy who sells permanent fire enhancements in the Theta server. Accidentally discovered a socially anxious dude.
Repulse cage! Repulse cage!
I know sometimes this world is so big and you rarely ever see people, but yes, it is true that occasionally there are other players.
What?
I'm trying to open the chest. Tend to forget. Especially in most MMOs nowadays, there's always people everywhere. Well, that's new. Earth tolerance.
To cruise!
Weak to plants.
To cruise! To cruise! Rep! To cruise!
said that was the last enemy, too. Oh, no. Fairy art, please. Gold necklace, ivory barrette, and yellow candy. Is that not the last room? That means this is the last room. Oh no. It's a boss or something.
Monsters in this room are extremely powerful. Be careful.
Oh, it's a coffin. I'm like, what is that? A fish? She's a vampire. Are you sure, Gardenia? You now have the crystal stone.
Why?
Huh?
I feel cheated when I don't receive equipment from the treasure boxes.
Me too, girl.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Use that as you wish.
Gardenia, are you looking for something?
No, it's just... It's just... I'm here to seek revenge on the monster that got me before. Mission accomplished. Let's go.
It was clearly a regular monster, though, since you're still, you know, awake. But there we go. We have finished Gardenia's mission, and this makes for a pretty good stopping point for now that I can use to level up some other characters and maybe get some better equipment in between, since I like to keep these ones closer to an hour for length. So this is where I'm gonna call it for now. Like and subscribe if you want to see more .hack Mutation, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye!